Our story is more than what hobbits and elves know. It is time we told it ourselves. With hammer and axe, we cleanse the world from the shadow of the ring and its master. Yet we dwarves celebrate as a scattered people, cut off from our one true home. Across Middle-earth, we mine and sculpt, delving for riches, yet the greatest treasure remains out of our reach. Moria. Durin built it before the first sun rose. And through the ages, when darkness threatened our great kingdom, he awoke to lead us again. Until the Balrog took it all away. That was 1,000 years ago. And Durin the Deathless has not returned. Some say, be patient. I say, we wait no longer. It is time to journey from every mountain. Come, rally together. Bring your axes and tools, craft and courage. It is time we dwarves return to Moria.
Yes, dwarves from every clan have answered your call, despite the King Under the Mountain's objection. Lord Gimli, Erebor will not support entering the Black Pit.
If the king wants to stop us, he can come himself.
Every attempt you've made has failed. This is a sign.
No signs or kings are going to stop us. This is the time to reclaim Khazad-dûm. Today, we get into that mountain. Any luck?
Nah, won't budge.
Did you try speaking friend?
Now, why didn't I think of that before? You did your best. On to plan B.
Ah, finally.
Plan B? Is that blasting fire?
I'd stand back if I were you.
This is madness! Gimli, you can't! We have to wait for Durin!
Durin's not here. We have to do this ourselves. Maybe this will wake him up. Limin Barak, Limin Tagaz, Khazad Dashtin.
Oh, no! Lord Gimli! This is another sign!
Oh, hammer and tongs. It's the Fourth Age. Nothing is going to stop us.
You heard Lord Gimli. Let's go. Pack it in. Yes, nice and tight. Come on, help him out.
Yeah, how's it going? Playing Finds Moria. Hopefully it doesn't suck.
No normal dwarf blast.
I heard Colin was bad. So here we are. Chilling.
I need a torch. Too dark for dwarf eyes.
You don't have a lot of, not a lot of customization at the moment in terms of settings. But you can change your key mappings and stuff. There's not much off. We got a punch wood and make a torch. something about darkness in this game. The darker it is, the more likely you're to go into despair. Can't quite remember what the effects of despair are, but yeah. Having a little exploration. I quite like how the game looks. I'm not like a huge AAA graphics guy.
There must be a
It's too
way.
expensive here in Australia for that crap.
Try the doors of Durin from the inside. Best get going.
Sell your left testicle to get a 4090. Yeah, now to craft a pickaxe and dig through the rubble. So rubble will show up. Obviously rubble's like a literal barrier between different areas in the game as you go. So anytime you see them, whether anytime you see them, just go for it. Well, actually, no, don't do that because I did that earlier. I had a little play around before I started this save, and I actually did that, and I just went straight into a group of orcs, and I didn't have a strong enough weapon, so maybe don't do that all the time. But the game is all about exploration. If you don't get out there and explore, you won't progress.
I am Arak, son of Arak. Yours is the only friendly face here.
What's happened to the rest of the camp?
I cannot tell. A curse, ill curse. It blocks me.
Could you search for another way out? For any other survivors?
I will search. You go east, see what you can find. I will fly to you when I can.
So I take it that Arak, or Arak, whatever you want to call him, is basically like your Raven in Valheim, if you played it. So, yeah. We've got to move through this. Get through this dirt. You always want to turn back and do something else. The ADHD. So I thought this portion was pretty cool. I know a ton of other other reviewers and stuff. Well, I'm not reviewing the game, but anyway, reviewers and stuff have said that this is a lot like Deep Rock Galactic, which obviously it is because that's your roles can do different stuff. I haven't played a lot of it, but I know that is one thing that one of the classes can do is build platforms. Note, there is fall damage in this game. I thought I would take fall damage there, but I didn't. But there is fall damage, so keep that in mind. You may see me drop from stupid heights, but don't do that. Nah, go ahead, actually, you can do whatever the hell you want. You'll see different types of stone around. Well, you'll see rock and stone. I can't remember which one it is. I don't know if it's rock or stone. One of them you can't break, but like every third or fourth hit, you'll get a stone out of it.
No wonder we couldn't get it open from the other side.
It's not efficient though. Very boring. Yeah, we've discovered some shitheads cursed the door. We can't open the door. So I'm just standing here like a stunned mullet. So in this video, brightness is really good. In the game, it is so much darker than this. I cannot see a thing in front of me. So you might see things and be like, oh, why isn't he picking on up? Because I can't see shit. I thought that was cool. Really keen to see if there's any like Easter egg rooms or anything like that. I haven't done a ton of research on this or read much about the game. I haven't watched many other people play it. So I know it hasn't had the best reception.
What news?
Oh, I'll be quiet for a minute.
No way out.
I did not think we would see shadow-cursed ruins in Moria. Our path, then, must go east.
Long journey. You must prepare. Up here, at that old dwarven camp.
I mean, that's just
Get
straight.
right. It's time to find shelter before making our way farther.
I will scout ahead. Stay alive.
With luck, we'll exit the Dimrail Gate. For now, we must face
This
the
portion of the
horror
game reminds me a lot of
Moria.
if you've played at Dragon Quest Builders. You know, you go to like each zone, you go to like a different town.
Most of Valen's company. We can shelter
And
here.
the aim is to like make different rooms to build up the town while you're doing stuff for the townspeople. Obviously, there's no townspeople. But this portion reminds me a lot of Dragon Quest Builders. Haven't heard a lot of other people say it. They keep talking about Rust. Which, I mean, I don't play Rust. But I don't see it. And yeah. So with this is the portion that gives me a lot of Dragon Quest Builder vibes. Because, well, you're going to have more than one base. You're not necessarily going to... I mean, like, you can choose where to build your base, but necessarily speaking, there's linear progression. So you will eventually find your next base that's, you know, one of the Balin or whatever his name's hideouts or, you know, whatever. So keep that in mind too. Obviously, I'm not entirely sure how this is how it works, but I don't think the invasions or the what do you call them? The hordes or sieges of your base happen until you've claimed your bedroll. So you might like repair the hearth, but I don't believe you can be ambushed or invaded or whatever the crap that is called in this until you've laid a bedroll down and claimed it. but not 100% sure on that. I can't test it. Like, pfft. Ow. Yeah, so essentially the reason I say that is because early in the game you don't get attacked. I'm not sure what triggers them starting to attack you, but at first they don't attack you. They just observe you. And I think it's while you get through these kinds of parts of the learning experience. So it also could be possible that you can't get a horde or your base attacked until after that point either. Yeah, I quite like how the game looks. So it's not unique in any stretch, but it's not bad. It's really not. They complain about the graphics, you know. You're a bitch, so. I will say movement's not ultra responsive at the moment, but I don't know if that's due to performance. Like, I don't have the greatest computer. So, sometimes I'll be holding shift or I'll press shift and sprint doesn't activate. But that could be a variety of things. It'd be like shit keyboard, because, you know, we could be like, because I don't have enough RAM or something like that. And so it could be skipping or not registering certain events. You gotta put a torch down. You gotta be able to see. I do this a lot without thinking, but I just walk around my base with my torch on, despite the fact that, you know, you shouldn't once you're inside. Yep, so now it's time to start focusing on getting the furnace and forge going, and getting the storage chest done so we can finish the expand camp. Plus, you start off with like a really small bag, and if you're not careful, or if you're not paying attention, I should say, you will fill up your bag. Yeah, very quickly. There you go. You get 10 slots, I think. And with the amount of tools and weapons and stuff that you're carrying, holy crap, you don't have a lot of space. I guess at the same time that encourages you to have some form of storage management. So, yeah, I don't know what those do. I should read my things more. at the start here, I was essentially mortified by the idea of going outside. Because you get cold. And I don't know what that does, besides it chips away at your health. I do believe it chips away at your armor first, and then it chips away at your health. Oh. But yeah. If you're not paying attention, that will happen. So obviously, need to mine some stuff here. I don't like that they give you the recipe for the bag that you start with after you kill a wolf. I think it's very silly. You already have the bag. You shouldn't need to create the bag you start with.
To a family of old. I'll return the missing figures. Honor them.
We should get a separate one. Okay, so that thing that you saw back there with the figurines, those also contain recipes for different armor, weapons and stuff like that. So like the statues, it's important to try and find the figurines and complete those. I have heard people say it's not, you know, you can complete the game without them because there are different types of weapons that you can get in different ways. But it just adds another layer to the game, really. Not necessarily a very well received feature, but we could get we should get schematics and recipes in a variety of ways, not just through stones like that, or statues. Sorry. Having a little exploration. Got to move on with the storyline that I haven't really been doing all that much. Arik is chilling here.
Oh, these shadow vents are almost as bad as those.
Hopefully he's got some great news for us.
Evil curses. Evil. Highway blocked. Must find another way east.
Maybe we can get into the old mines. Find a way back onto Durin's highway from there.
Mines are close. Dig through. Find where to dig through.
All right. I'll find the right spot to dig a shortcut to the mines. Let's catch up in there, friend.
In the mines.
I mean, I feel like getting around would be a lot easier for the bird, but it's total Lord of the Rings logic that the bird wouldn't do any meaningful recon for you. But we're dwarves, so this is what we do. I hate the torch mechanic in this game. They break so quickly. And also, to my understanding, they can't be relit. So, like, when it breaks, you can't take it over to, like, a campfire and light it on fire again. Which is what we should be able to do. Alright, so we're through to a new area. Yeah, I'm building these because it's very dark and I'm sick and tired of not being able to see. Oh, and I've got some goblin friends over there. Oh, but they backed off again. So yeah, I don't know at which point they'll start attacking you. So keep that in mind. Have had wolf attacks though. They're like the most annoying patrol. Alright, unlock the Iron Hills armor. That's pretty good. Yeah, you gotta get the meat, you gotta get that salted pork. It's just a really nice looking game. I don't care what anyone says. You look at it and you go, even in a video game, dwarven architecture. Yeah, movies you expect a bit more because, you know, detail. I don't know, I guess in movies sometimes there's more detail. With video games, sometimes they miss those kind of little details. I like the statues. I think they're cool. I like all the little intricate inlays, like the gold and everything. It's just good.
Make me the perfect miner,
So I feel like at the start here, oh, I love the singing.
Horn with a frame that corrects the mold, facets of emerald, ruby and gold, wrought from the finest, sprung from the stone, opal the iris, silver the bone.
Beautiful singing voice. Not something I possess, but unbelievable.
Eyes up! Monsters in the air!
Yeah, while I was digging, got ambushed.
I need a better weapon for this!
Somehow I tried to kick the bat out of the air. And yeah, apparently my foot is not a good enough weapon for a bat. But you know, handled business. Except for that arrow sticking out of my head. Oh, it's gone now. The building is finicky. I wish it had a little bit more freedom. Because I did run into quite a few issues with it in terms of like orientation and not being able to correctly situate the orientation. So, yeah. I do know that they've spoken about, you know, an upcoming patch in December or something, or late November, I don't know. They were talking about it recently. I've been following the game since it came out, but I didn't get it when it came out. I was too busy with City Skylines 2, having too much fun with that. You know, just no game launches well anymore. Yeah, different topic for another day. Okay. Thanks, Doug, for that. Yeah, here I'm just having a little look around. This is pretty much the key the key purpose of the game, and that's to explore. These conveniently placed dirt barriers that are very, very clean and well compact. Yeah, I was a bit disappointed when they just spat out stone and iron ore. So I decided to stop off here and get some coal. Here's another song. Oh no. We're base building now. Again, like I said earlier on, very dark in the game. Cannot see a thing. You're probably thinking, man, that looks like my house with that lighting. Nah, man. Nah. Pitch black over in that corner. Little pissy red flame doing jack shit. But now it was time that I got some iron. Start getting upgrades. So you won't see it here, but I did make the gauntlets, the Iron Hill gloves, the Iron Hill chest. I think I got my iron sword made here. A shield. I just got stocked up. I was ready to go. Right, we're out exploring now. Find all of these buildings. Key to like check these buildings out, not just for the resources, but for those little statues. They're always hiding somewhere in these buildings when I find them.
I hear water behind this wall. Could be a shortcut to the mines. Time to dig.
So indecisive. So we're opening up into a new story area. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't think about this for too long. I was thinking, oh man, why won't this break? I don't think you meant to break it. I think you meant to just climb over it. So I'm a bit hesitant. But I eventually get in there. Yeah. Probably hasn't busted a granite in a while. There, explored around for a little bit. Not really much to show in terms of progression or entertaining stuff. But I got up on this rock to mine some iron, and I was worried about potential attacks from wolves, especially as the darkness of night falls. So yeah, I was shooting bricks a little bit here, and yeah, I just had to go for it. I just started digging, and then, you know, eventually, I clear out a little space so that I can put down a camp hearth and a little bed, and then I lock myself in the mountain. Because I was shooting bricks. Yeah, I will say the first armor, the iron armor or whatever it is horrendous. You take like 5 hits and it's broken. So yeah, here's my I'm shitting myself, so let's hide away. Hide away. And yeah, what was that? Perfect, no one will be able to get me. Don't talk about the roof. There's no need to talk about that. And yeah, I just continued on my way. Dug back so I could put down a bedroll. You don't. I figured it's probably going to be annoying to keep running back and forth, so I figured you probably have to make tiny rooms like this. And then you can just like tear them down and get, I don't know if you get all your resources back, but you get most of them back. So that's basically what I do. If I'm out and about, and I can't be stuffed going all the way back. I just chuck down a camp hearth, maybe a wall or two. And yeah. Don't like these ladders. I do think the devs should fix those ladders. I deserve to be able to climb up that ladder and kill an orc. So I wasn't entirely sure what the hell to do in this room at first, but then I realized it's a forge, and yeah, I noticed the pieces laying around. Well, I noticed that piece laying around at first, and then I was a bit I was at the point where I was kind of like, oh man, now I have to go all the way back so that I can forge the other pieces. Because that's essentially what you have to do. If they're not there, you have to go and forge them. And yeah, I was looking and I was like, oh, that's all I got. I got the gear. This is going to be the worst. And then I walk down here. And there's the crank. And then I thought to myself, you can't give me 2 and not give me 3. And that's the pipe, which is on the other side. I did not think that I was going to find the pipe. I was really bummed. And even here I was thinking, oh, if I can get up there, there'll be a pipe there. Yeah, there was no pipe there. I'll tell you what, look at that little dwarf giving it his all. Yeah, you keep hearing random stuff talk, despite the fact they're not there. I kind of wish that was something that they'd fix. Like, I'll clear out a group, and then you'll just hear them talking, despite the fact they're dead. Smash that guy. And looky here. I got 3 for 3. No going back and making shit. Yeah. Very slow. Obviously can't sprint. And, yeah. You have no idea how long it took me to figure out how to put it down. Because I get here, and you can... You can't jump. So, I basically can't figure out how to put it down. And... yeah. But then... I didn't figure it out. I have to protect myself. But yeah, no, I wasn't having any of that shit. Alright, and that was the 3rd and final piece for the Great Forge. So I really need to clear these fucking turds so I can get to the good stuff. I was hell stoked.
Orc drums! Get ready to fight! There's too many of them!
So, I think this fight adequately depicts the shortcomings with combat. It's not fluid. You know, like, to make it easier, obviously, they're not all storming us. You'll get like, at max, 3 people on my ass at one moment. It, you know, in any scenario that wouldn't happen, but I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely not fluid. Like that hit was cancelled by a collision in character models.
That's all you got?
But I guess I'm not entirely mad at it because, you know, I'm not. No gamer should put this in the category of like comparable combat to games like Dark Souls or Neo or something like that. Like, no way. No. But the elements that it does, you know, lend itself to in terms of survival need to be slightly improved. So, we've unlocked it. We've got all this crap here. I can't pick up any of it because I've got no bag space. But, I did notice that you get the black diamonds. You just need to go through and check like literally everything on the floor. The black diamonds, or whatever they're called, they're for that map stone thingy, whatever that is. Considering how rare these bloody black gems or black diamonds are, or whatever they're called, do check through all of this crap, or you'll miss out. I'm lighting the flames of victory. Oh. Yeah, definitely some things to keep an eye on, but all in all, I think, like, I quite enjoyed myself. You know, at times there were like, so there were situations where I thought, you know, like, nah, I can't handle this shit anymore. but I don't know, you get over it quickly. I think you just, like have to understand what you need to do once you get past that crap. I don't know, the game just kind of flows. Just don't compare it to anything else. You'll be fine. So I gotta collect some elven wood here, chopping down these elven trees. You don't get a lot of wood from these trees. And so far as I know, none of them have grown back, so I don't know if they're renewable. So take care with harvesting, because yeah, if you don't, you may use it all, and there will be none to get. So yeah, don't stuff like that. Stupid torches. And then yeah, if you need hide, you gotta kill the animals in this area. Don't attack the bear with iron stuff, because the weapon isn't strong enough to kill the bear. Neither is the bow. So when you get the elven bow, or whatever the hell it's called, the hunter's bow, which is the next tier, a tier 2, it still can't kill the bear, so don't be hitting no bears. Yay, steel pickaxe. I hate this portion here where you get the steel pickaxe, but you don't get the steel sword or the steel great axe. And this area has like no. I had maybe like 5 statues, but ultimately not a lot. Haven't found a use for coins yet. I was kind of hoping it'd be cool if we could just like melt them or something. But dwarves love their jewels, their coin, and their mountains. I don't know why they give you this. I don't understand why they give you the red. I don't even want to say it. I don't know why they give you the spear. You can't even make it. there's no copper or tin in this area. But yeah. So I think we're going to prepare to end it there. Gonna build a little hearth and a bed so I can save. And yeah, I'm hoping to. It probably won't be a super consistent schedule. It might be, it might not. I have got some assignments to do and stuff. But yeah, I'm looking to do more than this one. So thank you very much for watching. And I hope to see you again in the next one.